Okay, let's look at this problem, which is about a mixture about trail mix and jelly beans. So it says for 8 pounds of trail mix and 3 pounds of jelly beans, it costs $31. And for 2 pounds of trail mix and 5 pounds of jelly beans, it costs $12. So we're trying to find the cost of each pound of trail mix and jelly beans. So the first thing is I'm going to define those as X and Y. X is going to be the price of the, we'll say, trail mix. So how much per pound, and Y I'm going to say is the price of jelly beans per pound. So always good to define your variables and then try to set up your two equations. So this one reads pretty straightforward. You have 8 pounds of the trail and 3 pounds of the jelly beans. So the way I'd write my equation is 8x, so this is the total cost, so it's 8 pounds times whatever the cost of that trail mix is, plus 3 pounds of jelly beans times however much that is, which we said was Y, and that equals $31. For our second equation, we're going to do the same thing, except for we're going to use the second part of information, which says 2 pounds of trail mix. So 2 pounds times however much the trail mix is, and 5 pounds of jelly beans. So that's 5 times whatever that costs, which is Y, and that equals $12. So now we have to solve this system of equations. So you can do a couple different things. You could do substitution or elimination. In this case, elimination is much easier. So I'm looking at the first terms where I have 8 and 2. So if I'd like to make those opposite, if I have 8 on the top, I'd like to have -8 on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply this whole equation by -4. So that's going to leave the top equation alone. It's going to be 8x plus 3y equals 31. And if I multiply the bottom equation by -4, I'll get -8x minus 20y equals -48. Just make sure you multiply everything in the bottom or the top by whatever you're looking for. And the whole purpose in elimination, remember, is to get these two first terms to be the same. So when I add these together, they will eliminate. So the 8x's eliminate. Positive 3 plus a -20 is -17y. And 31 plus -48 is -17. So I'll divide by -17. So y is 1. Now, what did we just find? Well, 1 is y, which is the price of the jelly bean. So each jelly bean costs $1 per pound. So now we have to find the price of the trail mix. Well, there's lots of ways to do it, but we have two equations over here, so I'm just going to pick one of the equations. I'm going to pick this one, just for whatever. So I'll do 8x plus 3 times 1, because we know y is 1 now, equals 31. So 8x plus 3 equals 31. I'll subtract 3 from both sides. So 8x equals 28. And then I'll divide both sides by 8. And that should give me x equals 3.5. So the trail mix is $3.50 per pound. So $3.50 per pound for the trail mix and $1 per pound for the jelly beans. So define your variables, set up your equations, and then just try to solve for both variables. If you have other questions about this, please let me know.